Today I am going to show you how to make an analog kick with a VCO, in a technique I saw in another video by Tori Newman. For kicks, it's usually a good idea to start with a simple sine wave. And now, as last time, we will trigger an exponential envelope to control the VCO pitch. So far so good, but we want to make it more interesting. In his video, Toby is using a VCO with different wave-shaped outputs going into a mixer, and luckily I have just what I need. I am going to patch the sine, the triangle, and square wave outputs into my mixer, and the mixer into the output VCA. I'm also going to patch the output of my envelope into a channel of mats in order to attenuate the signal. Now I can start sculpting the frequency content of my kick by mixing in the different wave shapes as I like. I'm kind of liking sine and square, although the square is a bit too intense for my taste. But maybe I could modify Toby's technique a little bit. So before going into the mixer, I will shape the amplitude of the square with a VCA and another envelope. Now the square goes into another channel of my quad VCA, and the output of that goes back into my mixer. At this point, the VCA is not going to open alone, so I am going to use the molted pulse that modulates the pitch to also trigger another envelope that will shape the square wave's amplitude. Now shaping the envelope allows me to use the square's richest harmonic content as a transient for my kick, and I can layer that to taste. Experiment until you find a kick that you are happy with. But something that is still bugging me is that I can always hear its sound, so the kick isn't very defined. So I am going to use another mold of my trigger to control yet another envelope that will define the kick's overall shape. Keep experimenting with all the envelopes. There's a lot of different kicks that can come out of this patch. At this point, I'm starting to feel ready to use this kick in a techno context. Let's add more percussion. hope you enjoyed this second kick patch.